totally felt like, Marion, you are going to Abuja. So I was like, you get it. You won't get it. You might try. You might be close, right? But trust me, if there are 15 questions, you probably get 10 flying around, right? And the circular was saying temporary suspension or temporary shutdown of law school. And the circular was saying then that our exam was March 20th. Unless I remind you, remember I told you we're resuming February 1st? Right. So hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Marion the Red Lady, Mama, whatever you like. Thank you guys for stopping by. How you guys doing? How is everything? Please, if you're a new subscriber, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on your notification bell so that anytime I post, you get notified. And you're welcome to the family. If you're a returning subscriber, OG for life. Today guys, we're shooting a very interesting content, but before that, I've been away from YouTube for a while because I just feel like a lot was happening in my head and I wasn't just getting the vibe to vlog. I've not really been up to much basically, so to be honest, there's been nothing to vlog about or talk about, and I've been like what they talk about, YouTube vloggers blog, something like that. So it has not been easy, right? So if you guys have suggestions of topic you want me to talk about, please don't forget to let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you. So like I said earlier guys, today's topic is an interesting one. It's a story time and it is my law school experience. For those who don't know, I'm a lawyer. Yes, I'm a lawyer, and today I'll be telling you guys about my law. Any sound you hear, please forgive any sound you hear. They're trying to fix something and there's nothing we can do about that. So like I said, today's gist is a hot spicy one, so sit back, relax and enjoy while I bring you guys the gist. Yes guys, now I'm going to talk about how I finished university in 2019, right? July 2019, I rounded up my project and I left school, right? So the normal thing is law school resumes October, so we're supposed to resume October 2019, but I don't know what happened. Things happened and we were not asked to resume, but law school list had come out. We have done the basic registration and everything necessary for law school, so we're just waiting for the resumption date, right? So prior to that, I was working because I didn't want to stay at home idle and doing nothing. Sorry guys if you see me looking down here, I have it written here because I don't want to forget anything. I want to give you guys the juicy gist, right? So fast forward to after the admission was given. So I was given admission I think sometime around January, so we had to wait for our posting. And luckily for me, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm allowed to be honest here, I really wanted Abuja campus, right? Because I don't know, I didn't want Lagos campus. The last time I'd gone to Abuja, I think I was 9, so I wanted a new environment apart from Lagos. I just wanted Abuja. I specifically have no reason, to be honest. I just wanted Abuja at that point, maybe because my friends were there, but nothing in particular. So I told somebody that I want Abuja campus, and the person was like, he'll see what he can do. So I was hopeful, right? And luckily for me, he said he had done something. So I was like, okay, no problem, he had done something. So Abuja, here I come. So a certain Friday, I went out with my cousin, my elder sister. I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you've seen her, but you know her, Naya. So I went out with her. Then on my class group chat, I saw the class group chat was buzzing. I was like, what's going on? Why is it buzzing? I decided to check, and people were like, law school posting is out. Obviously, we've gotten our admission, so we're just waiting for the posting, basically. So people were like, law school posting is out. I was like, wow, are you serious? But I wasn't really scared. I wasn't shaky because I already felt like the person that I told earlier on had done something for me, and Abuja, here I come. So I was on my way home, right? I was trying to check where I was posted to, but because of the multiple of people checking at the same time, I think the site was crashing and clashing a whole lot. You know how it works in Nigeria now with all this site stuff. So it wasn't working, right? So I left it because I totally felt like, Marion, you are going to Abuja. So I was like, let me say I was like 5 minutes away from my house, if not yes, 5 or 6 minutes away from my house. And I decided to check this time around, and I checked, I saw Lagos. Oh my god, guys, I was disappointed. Because I never wanted Lagos. And I've heard stories about Lagos campus, how they stay in class till 4, and in Abuja they stay in class till 1:30 and all that. So when I got Lagos, I was just like, God, what is it? I was born in Lagos. I did my primary school in Lagos. I did my secondary school in Lagos. I did my university in Osun. And most of the people in my school mostly are either from Lagos or Abuja. So why? It just felt like Lagos continuation. Now I'm coming to do law school again in Lagos. I was like, what the? So I got home, I told my mom about it, told my parents about it. My mom was super excited. You're going to Lagos, that's not far from the house. How many minutes? You're home. Anytime you want to come back home, you can come back home and all that. It's not so much of a problem, right? So my mom was happy, but I was really sad, like extremely sad. And luckily, guys, I'm seriously enjoying this video because I don't think I've had time to really think about it and understand it. So prior to that, I was ready for law school. I had gotten like 4 new skirts, because I was coming from an institution where we basically wear skirts. So I had quite a number of skirts to wear. So I just decided to buy additional white shirts because it's law school, and now they allow gowns, right? Because my university we're not allowed to wear gowns. So I got for a starters, I got 2 gowns, right? Because I wasn't too sure about it, and I had a lot of black shirts. So I was ready. I had gotten a new shoe, I had gotten my bucket, I had gotten everything. So finally our admission date came out, and I think we were to resume January 30th, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, let me check. Yes, January 30th to February 1st. So when it was on a Friday, right? So I checked it. So that weekend I used to get ready, pack my box. I had packed my box, obviously. I just needed to zip up and all that, got in my provisions, everything was ready. So I just used that Saturday to like pack up, zip my bag and get ready. So on Monday morning I proceeded to pay my school fees in law school, right? So for those who don't know, law school sums up to an amount of 300,000, yeah. And that cuts across the 1 year. It includes everything you need about law school, apart from your books, right? But your hostel, your lectures, your exam, your ID card, and all the good stuff. The 300,000 covers for that, so you're good to go. So I had gone on Monday. I met up with a friend, yeah. So we went on Monday. We paid our school fees in a very close Zenith Bank, if I'm not mistaken. Then from there we proceeded to law school. When we got to law school, I think people had already started their registration. So I just think it was my school that was late with the posting. My school had, so people had already started. So when I went there, it wasn't so much of a struggle, right? So when I was on the line, joined the line for the account line. I think there were 15 people before me, so it wasn't so much of a tough time. I went and did my registration, and for Lagos campus, right, we were asked to pay an additional 7,000, and that 7,000 is for a t-shirt and a bed sheet. I still use the bed sheet, right, but I don't know where the t-shirt is, and the t-shirt is on cheap something, and I don't know where it is. So we proceeded. I think I finished my registration that day. My medicals, everything was quite sweet. So the only place I had a tough time was medicals, because there were a lot of people before me, right? So it took my time. Then after that, I proceeded to getting room, right? So there are 2 hostels in law school. So there's block A and there's block B. Block B is for private hostels, something like where you have to pay a certain amount of money and the number of people in a room reduced, right? So in block A, you could be 8 in a room, 6 in a room, 7 in a room. But in block B, right, there are places where you pay and you can even be 1 person in a room, or if possible 2 in a room. Yeah, it depends on how fat your money is, your pocket is. So luckily for me, in the block B, there were spare rooms that were not tagged as the pricey rooms, right? So because I said I wasn't staying, right, so they gave me a temporary room, and they told me when I'm ready to bring my luggage. So I told you guys that I went there on Monday without my luggage. So they was like, they're going to give me a temporary room when I get the temporary room, and when I bring my luggage by the weekend, right, I'm gonna get a permanent room, and that would be moving me to block A. And I had gone to block A and I had seen how the hostel was. Oh my god, the hostel was nothing to write home about. Dilapidated building and all that. But so far I passed there recently, and I see that they're doing some work, and I'm proud of them. That's the campus. Yes, guys, let me let you know, Lagos campus is the best campus to ever go to, period. I said what I said. That's unarguable. Nobody should tell me anything. Lagos campus, the best result, the best lecturers, the best everything. Thank you so much. So we proceeded, and that was it. I got a temporary room. It was difficult because the woman there was something difficult, but we moved. I got my temporary room. Luckily for me, we were about 2 in the room. There were already 2 people there, and they said it was their temporary room also, but I don't know how they were able to make it their permanent room. So I still came back on Tuesday for more. I don't know why I can't remember what I came back for, but I came back for something. I came back on Wednesday. Then on Wednesday they told us that we're having like a mini orientation, and I wore a black shirt and a black skirt, and they told us that black shirt and black skirt is not allowed for Lagos campus. I said, okay, we moved. And we went in for the orientation. They basically just briefed us what an law school is about, courses we're gonna do, how our timetable is gonna run, stuff like that, the necessary things we need to know, right? Then prior to that, they gave us an assignment. I was like, I've not even resumed. This part giving me assignments for what? I can't even remember the question. It has to do with one popular case like this. I'll look for the case and I'll insert it here. It's a very popular case on criminal law. I'll insert the case somewhere there. So after that, I never came back because I was scared. I was like, no. And I heard in Lagos, they passed my... And I've seen how the classes were, right? I think I'll insert a video here of how the class looks, of how it looks like. So I was like, what if they ask me a question? The case has to do with Abdul Salai. Yes, I think that's the name. It's a criminal case. I can't remember the facts, but that's what it's about. So I was like, no. I told my parents that no, we're not doing anything again. I lied, but they gave them assignments and they had to do it, but I didn't do it. Finally, the weekend came. I moved into law school on Sunday after church, right? And I had to stay in my temporary room. I got ready for school. After I moved in on Sunday, I got ready for class on Monday, packed my bag and everything. Good to go. All right. And I was ready to go. Then on Monday, I had to go and make my room. I had to look for a way around it to make my room the permanent room. And luckily, I wasn't transferred to block A. I still remained in block B, right? So it was kind of easy for me. I didn't have to stress or move my luggage here and there. Very easy. So during my registration process, that was the time they also give groups. Yeah, in Lagos campus. So we have this group thing that they take very serious. We have sitting arrangements. We sit down according to our sitting arrangements. We have groups. So group 1 sits somewhere there, group 2 and all that. I was in group 7. Yes, and we're sitting like somewhere in the House of Lords, right? And House of Lords is something they say people that sit at the back, right? And they feel like people at the back are unserious, so they call them House of Lords, right? So group 7 was sort at the back, right, of the classroom. So at the beginning of this session, right, much questions were not thrown to us, right? But later on it was. So we're giving groups and everything. Then I was asked to fill in my Delta State budget and all that good stuff. I was like, why is this necessary when they don't even do anything about it? But later on, I got the classes began and we were going for the classes. So Mondays we had property law. Mondays we had professional ethics. Tuesdays we had civil litigation. Wednesdays we had criminal litigation. Thursdays we had corporate law. That course, it's not for the weak-hearted. Fridays we had property law, one of the best lecturer ever in law school campus. So the classes were going, we're attending classes daily. So classes begin by 9. I'm an early goer class. So I basically just wake up in the morning, say my prayers, fetch water, wake up as early as 6, right? Fetch water, iron my clothes, and I head to class. So before like 8:15, I'm already in class, right? And I'm just looking, maybe reading for the class. And like, I don't enjoy reading for the class before, right? I prefer just looking dumb, to be honest. People say it's not right, but I prefer to look like not know anything than for me to read, understand what we're talking about, and when I get to class, they're saying something different. No. So instead, I read what we've done before. it works better for me, faster for me, right? So when I go to a new class, I'm just like, I'm kind of quite in fear because I know how Lagos campus works, right? But it's better for me, right? So basically, so classes were going on. Then after every class, they're giving us group tasks, and the group task is like, let me give you guys a gist. There was one time, this was the first time we put in so much work into our group tasks, right? And we didn't know we were supposed to submit it by email a night before the class. So we put in so much effort into one particular course task. Like, I think this was the first time we had gotten all our answers. So trust me, you will never get all your answers in your group tasks. Trust me, like, it's not possible. It's not even possible. No matter how smart you are, no matter how knowledgeable you are, it's not possible. But this particular time, I think we had done a lot of research. We've ticked all the boxes, right? And we went ahead to submit. We submitted the next day in class instead of via email, and we're not aware of that. Do you know we had 0? Group 7 0, because we didn't submit before 9. It was crazy. Law school was crazy. Lagos campus. My baby cousin here is telling me I'm not giving you guys good experiences because I'm saying you will never get it. That's the honest truth, right? You will never get it. It's the truth. You get it. You won't get it. You might try. You might be close, right? But trust me, if there are 15 questions, you probably get 10. Trust me. There was a time we had 24 questions. We had to submit it a day before. And let me tell you how our classes run. I've said this before. 9, then we have recess for 12, then we come back again. Then so 9 to 12 is when the actual classes hold, right? Then after the actual classes, we have recess for about 1 hour. After recess, then the answering of the group task begins. So every group is going to send forward a representative, and there are 10 groups, right? So it usually takes a whole lot of time. So by the time we come back by like 1, we are doing the class group presentation till 3:34, and from there we're proceeding to group meeting to answer the next question. Basically, it's about the classes. Then our first dinner. To be honest, I can't remember anything about my first dinner, but all I know is that it was divided into 3 days because we were the second largest campus. So I was on the second day. My number was about 7 something. I can't remember. And it was good because I had to go with people from my university. I'm going to insert pictures somewhere here. Yes. And it was nice, nothing too serious. To me, the first time it felt like an occultic entrance, but we move. It was a beautiful one, to be honest. Like, we were not given our scarf at that point, so we just had to wear black and white and all that. And you had to loosen your hair. You have to go with your natural hair. So whatever hairstyle you are on, you gotta lose it. So that period, I think I went home, loosed my hair, and I came back to school. Yeah, advantages of staying schooling near home. So the classes were going, things were going smoothly here and there. Everybody was getting along, making new friends, and going smoothly. I don't know, I'll check for videos of my group. My group was very chaotic, and I love the people there. I'm still very cool with a lot of them. I enjoyed it in terms of that, right? Kudos to all group 7 members. So one of the weeks, I think around the last week in March, right, we're going about our normal days. So I had a routine. So when I come back from my group sessions, like probably by 5, I sleep till like probably 7 or 8, have my bath, go downstairs and get food, then come back and read to maybe 12:1, then sleep, right? So this particular day, I was asleep and Jen had not been put on. And my phone was still like to a certain percentage okay. I had started hearing murmurings around the hostel. I was like, what's going on? Then I decided to check my phone. Then I saw a group on our group chat. Group chat is a huge thing because that's the best way to get information, right? So I saw a circular flying around, right? And the circular was saying temporary suspension or temporary shutdown of law school. I was like, why? What's going on? They were like, the rise in sudden something COVID. I was like, hey, so how does that do with us? If we know how to manage it, we're good to go. I thought it was a rumor as usual because, trust me, a lot of rumor pass, a lot of fake circulars fly about having the signature of our director general. So I felt like it was a normal thing. And this was on a Thursday. So I was waiting that, okay, obviously, on Friday they'll debunk it because that's a normal thing they do. So we proceeded to class, which was our Friday property law class. And lo and behold, it was our last class till further notice. I was sad, guys. I was really sad because I had heard a lot of stories about law school, right? And I wanted to start this program and be done with it. So this lockdown, to be honest, everybody thought it was going to be a 2 weeks break. Forgive me for that. And so most people were quite anxious because at that point in time it was getting overwhelming. I think we were in week 4 or so, probably. So definitely it's going to get overwhelming because we're new to the environment, we're not used to stuff like that and all that. So some people actually wanted the break, but for me, whose house is close by, I could easily just go back home and come back for a weekend and get ready. So when they told us we're vacating, I was sad. I thought it was going to be a rumor, but lo and behold, it was the truth. So they told us to pack our bags and get ready to leave. So that Friday, a lot of people left because people thought it was basically just 2 weeks and all. We had to leave school. Unfortunately, I was sad about it, but I didn't leave school till Saturday morning. Saturday morning was a very heavy downpour. Heavy downpour. And I had to leave. I left probably by past 6. I got home like after 7 to 8. It wasn't raining somewhere, but in Los it was raining heavily. So I got home, everybody thinking it was a 2 weeks break, and the unexpected happened.